How do you know your team's strong enough? If you can't bring down the charging bull, then don't wave the red cape at it.
You were sent here for a reason. And even if it takes you the rest of your life, find out what that reason is.
No, at least I want
And then
to
you can go Justice League and make a few
Batman v
movies.
Superman. Batman v Superman. It should have been Lex. It should have been Lex. Or even if you introduce in the sequel to Man of Steel, introduce Lex in that, and then have it be Lex and the Joker, like we talked about earlier. Have the villain of Justice League be Brainiac.
I did,
and then save Darkseid for a later
that's
team
what
up.
threw me off so hard. Like that's what, like, and like we can agree on that. Like that's something that threw me really fucking off about Justice League. It's like, because mother boxes like that, and I said this earlier, mother boxes are kind of like the end all be all.
We're starting to agree.
That's at
on
the
things.
very
I wanted
end.
this to be a fight.
No, we'll fight over
back.
No, we'll go back. But at least for now, because like I've always had disagreements with how DC's done their universe. I think I could do a better job. Dead ass. Like seriously, you put me in
Who literally could not?
You put us three in the DC writing room. We could write a better, like, even if you don't have, we could write a better story.
I've been
and I don't even have any knowledge of DC shit. I'm pretty sure
mine is enough.
I'm also enough.
No, I know y'all motherfuckers is enough.
And like, no, like you're right. The mother boxes are the end all be all. And like Brainiac makes way more sense because Brainiac's like, first off, he's a galactic threat. So like it still makes sense that you need to gather all the heroes. He's like, he comes from Krypton. So you still have like that versus old Clark, like Superman can still like show up type shit. He needs to be there type. I don't know how you would want to do that. But then like Martian Manhunter,
don't kill Superman off.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest things. Like they didn't have to kill Superman off. Or if you wanted to kill Superman off, look, I know you don't. Look, DC, I know, Zach, I know y'all didn't want to copy Marvel. Y'all didn't want to copy Marvel's homework.
Too much.
But y'all really just should have.
They did.
Like literally, we make these things called templates for a reason.
Yo, I was
because they work out, right?
Yeah.
You can literally do anything you want with it. Like the road has been paved. Why try to pave another road?
Yeah.
Why try to pave another road? You can make your own road down the line.
You don't got enough right now.
It's not about what you do. It's about how you do it and how you explore your ideas.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it is. That's how it is. Why go out of your way to try to be? It's an edgy attempt to be different that just really doesn't pan out.
I agree.
So there's one more thing story wise I like to talk about that something that you said brought me back to it. And this is something I talked about with Shakis because it was interesting. It's an interesting line. I keep hearing it over and over again because I do. If you don't know me, I like trailers. I love trailers.
Yeah.
I watch them shits all the time. And Justice League trailers, I actually dig those things. I like Steppenwolf's little monologue. No protectors here.
Yeah.
No lanterns. No Kryptonians. And they repeat that so many times. And then I think, wait, why do you care about Kryptonians? Why do you care about why? And then it started bugging me like a bug in my head. Why do you care about Kryptonians? Because here's my thing.
Yeah.
What happened to Krypton?
You got blown up. Sorry,
so what happened? No. Let's keep going. What happened to all Kryptonians on Krypton?
Some of them escaped. Most.
No.
Some,
as far as the universe at wide knows,
they're all dead.
What happened to Krypton?
They're
all dead.
Yeah.
Darkseid, big motherfucker, right? Big dick energy. Why the fuck would he care about dead people? At this point, Superman has never been where?
Space?
Fucking space. So why the fuck would they care about a Kryptonian they never even known of? And also, how would they know he's Kryptonian?
Okay, I think this can answer a few questions. Like, I'm thinking
go ahead. No, please go ahead.
All right, so when Clark died and he screamed, he was the last Kryptonian. So when he died, the mother box sensed there was no more Kryptonians in the universe and in that general vicinity and then turned on.
So
I'm pitching that.
No, okay. I want to hear what you got.
I do, because you're right.
I'm just
going to hear what your question is.
I'm just going to be stepping on your toes because we've already talked about this.
Yeah.
Where it was a really interesting thing you said where it was in the original cut, Superman's scream didn't awake the mother boxes. That's a thing for this cut of the film.
Yes.
It's not really an intuitive way of initializing the plot for this film.
I agree.
It doesn't really make. They still wouldn't know he's a Kryptonian though. they don't have knowledge of Kryptonians.
Right.
They
There's-
do.
there's-
Mother boxes
their
have
knowledge-
knowledge of everything. Sorry.
But no. That's knowledge that you got from reading a wiki about mother boxes in the comics, right?
I watched a lot of Young Justice. In Young Justice, it tells everything.
As far as the movie goes, because we can only go from knowledge that is inferred by the movie.
Yeah.
All we know about the mother box is that they are change engines that create a unity and can terraform a planet to become like Apocalypse.
Okay, no. In
That's
the
what they
Snyder Cut, you're correct. They do say that, but in the Snyder Cut, they do elaborate on it, where it's like it's magic so ancient. Like, sorry, it's technology so ancient and powerful. It's almost like magic. So you got to think like.
Okay, no. That is what we call hand waving. We don't. That doesn't say anything specific, so we can only go by what we know because the
That's fair,
characters
that's
only
fair.
know
That's
that.
That's fair.
Right?
You're right. I'm bringing knowledge that I
From
know extra
outside,
of.
exactly,
and
and
that's
that is one of the problems of the Snyder Cut is
Yeah.
that it expects you to do that.
Yeah.
That is one of the trappings of the Snyder Cut is that it expects you.
I do feel
to
bad for
be
people who
a
don't know what the
fan.
mother boxes are.
Yeah, it
Because
wasn't
like
great.
for those who don't know what a mother box is, you're just like, okay, it's
They're
like,
a
'cause
MacGuffin.
my friends made so many jokes.
Quite
They're just like, all right,
honestly.
so why are they fighting over 3 Allsparks?
I wouldn't have fronted them if they said, "Why are they fighting over 3 cosmic cubes?"
No,
Like,
bro, no, they kept calling it an Allspark the entire movie. And I was like, you know what, you got because they don't do a good and like to be fair, an Allspark is the equivalent of what a mother box is almost in the Transformer universe. It creates life, like fucking same.
I wouldn't be surprised if Hasbro at the time or whoever owned Transformers at the time had ripped off that idea from DC.
Honestly, I wouldn't be. They're exact. Mother boxes and Allsparks are exactly the fucking same. If we're being honest, exactly the fucking same.
Because if there's one thing I know about comic books and properties from the 90s is that they all stole from each other. So it's
Yeah. Them
Deadpool and
motherfuckers.
Deathstroke, anybody?
They was just ripping shit the fuck off.
Remember like Zords?
Zoids?
Zoids? Yeah, no, Zoid. There was Zoids, Zords, fucking Power. They were all just Power Ranger ripoffs, which were just an intro of Ultron. Like Ultron? Is that what that Ultra?
You're talking about Ultraman.
Ultraman.
But-
Isn't that the first one?
But
Oh,
it's
No.
just
You want to know where Zords actually came from?
what?
Spider-Man.
Excuse me.
So back in the day, Marvel had either sold or given the rights to Spider. I might be getting this wrong, people. So go ahead, and tell me in the comments. But Spider-Man shipped off some of the rights of Spider, or gave the distribution rights of Spider-Man to Japan.
Yeah.
To Toei, I think. And Toei made their own Spider-Man adaptation where he's a tokusatsu hero, some Japanese dude who wears these bracelets and becomes the emissary of hell, Spider-Man. Spider-Man in that show has a mech called Leopardon or Leopardon. It's pretty much a robot with a lion face that
Yeah.
has a spider web on the mouth. You've seen this,
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Yes. Wait.
Super Sentai at the time was only just a 5-man team that sometimes had really cool vehicles. But after the success of that Spider-Man show, and one of the things they saw were a success was the mech, they decided we need to put that in Super Sentai. So the next Super Sentai series that came out, I think the year after that, had a mech in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? That's good to know. I did not know that actually.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Fun fact.
Damn. All right.
trading price back.
Trading price fact.
No, but like, all right, that makes sense though. But yeah, sorry, like, I just have too much knowledge. DC does shit badly. They need to fix the sparks.
Yeah.
The cubes.
You got it right.
The sparks, the keeps. Are we done talking about characters?
No, because there's the Amazons. I do want to talk
Fair.
about the Amazons.
So good.
And I think they did do a better job of the
Yeah.
Amazons in this one rather than the Whedon cut, because in the Whedon cut they didn't really show why they're forced to stop Steppenwolf, why they were given a box in the first freaking place.
Yeah.
But in here they are fighting their ass off.
Bro, I loved the horse scene, the horse riding scene. I don't know if was that in the Whedon cut.
Yes.
That was in the Whedon cut.
Yeah.
That's about all that was in the week.
Really?
About all. Yeah.
Why did that? I swear I felt like I was watching that for the first maybe
They might have been. They might have changed. I think they added
like,
some
when that
slow mo.
girl
They
was
might
on
have
the air-
added some
when
sequences
that girl
to it.
put the fucking lasso on the cube
On
and
the
was
horse
like just scooting,
Yeah, that
like,
was a thing
I
that
swear
happened.
that
in
was
the
that in the Whedon cut.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's fair. I might have just blanked that out. I thought that was I felt like, well, regardless, it was in the Snyder cut. It was in the Snyder
But
cut.
a lot
too.
of the stuff when Steppenwolf actually shows up, I think was just really good when they were fighting in the
Yes.
temple itself, and also having Hippolyta actually try and stay and fight.
Yeah.
Again, helped her character. See, these are the things that help your character, rather as what I was saying in the beginning, that hurt your character.
Mhm.
Right? This is how, like, because a lot of this and in Wonder Woman 1984 is pretty much set up for what they're trying to do for an Amazonian movie. If you know they're trying to make a solo movie with the Amazons.
I can see it.
These are the things that would help make that interesting.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like if this sounds so like, I don't know, for like, I feel like if you're gonna do an Amazon though movie, you kind of really got to focus on the action scenes a lot more.
and which
'Cause,
they
like-
will probably do, but I like some world building.
I'm not interested enough in the Amazons.
Well, that's the thing.
Unless Wonder Girl comes from there.
Well,
Then I'll give
here's
a
the
fuck.
thing.
Oh,
A
no, that'd be
movie,
good teaser.
a movie and a story should help you become
Yeah.
more infatuated.
fair.
These
That's
should these should tickle your fancy,
You know-
and then when you sit your butt in the seat, you're like, "Well, damn, that's pretty cool."
You know what? That's fair. If they, I will like. I hope they do, and if it comes out, I will watch it.
Mhm.
And like, that'd be like, if I don't know how they would do it personally. I know there's just like a bunch of like side Amazons and like comics that are like pretty important, like Hippolyta. There's
Hippolyta's
Diana's
sisters.
half sister. Yeah, like a bunch of
Yeah.
half sisters. Like, so I'm down for it. Just like,
There's that one Amazon who sacrificed herself from 84.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
can't remember what her name was.
Yeah, Hippolyta's sister. I
oh yeah,
can't.
she's like that
It's
was
some
like a
Greek
teaser.
name. I can't remember.
Some Greek name, but like they could focus.
I can't
Maybe
remember.
that's a story you could tell. How
Oh
would that
no,
happen?
you're talking about somebody different. You're talking about the one that was played by old Wonder Woman.
Yeah, the
by
chick who
playing-
had the Phoenix armor.
I'm talking. Sorry, I was talking about a different chick. But
I know
no,
who you're
her.
talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Like that
would
could be a whole
interesting.
movie. Her coming back. Or
Honestly,
something.
that probably would be the movie.
Yeah.
Quite honestly,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, they worked hard enough to fucking set it up in 84,
Mhm.
enough to detract from that film. So
Good. That was. How'd you guys feel about? Sorry, quick. How'd you guys feel about 84?
it's not as good as the first one, but
Same.
all right.
The cheetah fight scene just kind of felt meh.
Well, that's because you could barely see it. Because like
I
every
thought
other
it was just
superhero
me.
fight,
I thought it was just my
they
settings,
put it in
bro.
the dark,
Nah.
bro.
I was. I thought.
Nah,
like, I
nah,
tried to
that
point
wasn't
this
your
off.
TV. Don't
It's
adjust your
the
set.
DCDU, the Dark Universe,
I hate
nigga, because we can't see shit.
All right, sorry. I need since we're on to characters, I'm gonna go now. So
Yeah, please.
all right, I just want to go back to the Flash.
Okay.
All right, so I like with personality, we're on a stalemate on that. I will agree that it's kind of creepy the way he treated Iris at the beginning. I'll
was
give it
bad.
that.
That was just bad.
I
man.
do think everything past that though is like I don't think they missed with like his story. I don't like the fucking like because that was one thing I know was different from the Whedon cut.
Let me check my notes. That was different in the Whedon
like the
cut.
last, especially the end where he did like
That's all new footage.
because he
yeah.
made it because like in the Whedon cut he made it like he touched the cube,
Mhm.
everything worked fine. But like I loved the nightmare scenario where shit went wrong and the Flash had like spoiler
Just
Like,
go at
where
it.
the Flash had to fucking run back in because that's like the Flash thing. Like where he ran back in time, even if it was a few seconds. That shit was so fucking sick looking, and like I love that.
shit
Like
takes real good, yeah.
because like I'm a DC fanboy, but I'm a Flash fanboy above like most things, and like that moment was because the Flash is almost supposed to be one of the most OP characters in like the DC universe. Like when they're fighting Brainiac in Justice League, it happens too. Like even the cartoon, they're fighting Brainiac.
And he's just
He
running back.
bodies
He runs
everybody.
around the world,
Running,
hitting
punch,
that was
like-
really cool.
Even as a
Justice
kid,
League is cool as fuck.
yes.
Wait, is Justice League
The
The
cartoon?
Bruce Timm
Yeah.
series that we were talking about
Okay.
this
Oh,
morning,
you should-
actually.
yeah,
I
dude,
think.
like that
Yeah.
scene, like that was when I first, like as a kid, I was like, and it was like if you haven't seen it, please watch because like Brainiac's just like everyone's fucking down. Brainiac's just sitting, he's like, yeah, and like Flash is like, oh shit, and he's like, yeah, that's right, run, and he just like runs away. You're like, shit, and then
It's
you're like,
over. Boom! Yeah.
boom, boom, like fast.
And he just knocks off armor off of Lex Brainiac. Yeah, it's cool.
okay.
he tears him
It's-
apart,
it-
and then like
okay.
he gets stuck in the Speed Force because he goes too fast,
Mhm.
and they literally have to like drag him out. And I'm like,
I think I've seen that
Ah,
scene.
I want that scene later, but I know I'm so sad this was like the
So-
last movie.
So and that's one of the things is I could see that Flash doing it.
Yeah.
I can't see this Flash doing that. Because while the Flash in the Bruce Timm Justice League is kind of goofy, and Grant Gustin Flash is kind of goofy, they're not
They're not.
Ezra Miller Flash, right?
I
Ezra
agree.
Miller Flash is kind of like what a boardroom of directors thinks of a funny side character is.
I agree.
You know, and there's a part in the Whedon cut where a lot of the Flash's story is about him being alone, being sort of an outsider of society. I mean, it's what there makes them all,
Yeah.
you know, come together is how much of outsiders they are. Here, there isn't that. They focus on his dad, yes, and his dad telling him he needs to do something different with his life. Basically, the story of every parent with a child
Yeah.
fresh out of college. in that creepy iris scene. And then they focus on him being the comedy relief for the rest of the time.
I agree.
And I feel like they even cut short his time with Bruce, that conversation, because there was something that Shakis brought up, and I hate to steal it from you, but they cut out the brunch scene.
Did they?
Yeah.
That was not.
They cut out the brunch dialogue between him and Bruce, and then cut out the one of the good moments from one of the after credits, where Superman and Flash are doing the iconic race between them, and they talk about brunch, and it's like these are nice little moments, and that's not there. You know what is there?
What?
Batman saying "fuck."
Darkness.
Yeah.
Ooh, great, edgy.
Do you think I think they? Okay, so I once again haven't seen the Whedon cut. So let's move on to Batman, because like Flash.
No, you have. You just erased it.
I really have.
You
like
that
what's
shit,
that shit? It's just like you Manchurian Candidate that shit out your brain.
Because I love DC so much, that movie was just like, nope. Like literally, I remember watching that movie in theaters. I walked out.
So this is one of the craziest things, and I'm just on a side tangent. Back to Batman v Superman. This is one of the craziest things why I'm just so surprised people love Zack Snyder so much, is that he's the person who thought it was a funny idea to fuck with the fans and kill Jimmy Olsen for no fucking reason. That was a thing he decided to do, admittedly. And I'm just like, y'all know he don't care about y'all, right?
Yeah, that was kind of weird. He didn't have to kill Jimmy. He didn't have to kill Jimmy.
And then try to backpedal it by going, oh, wait, no, that was just Jimmy's twin brother. Like,
what? I mean, I know this is comic books, but that's that thing that I keep talking about, is that backwards explanation, backwards writing. I don't like that most of the time.
I totally understand. That makes sense.
That's a dumb reason.
I don't like that either.
There's another thing too, since we're kind of just all over the place. That's just what this podcast is going to be right now, because this is just passionate. And I love it.
Yeah.
Back to Superman.
Yeah.
Superman's resurrection, right? The resurrection of Superman.
Of Christ.
Of Christ. Also, the ship kind of looking like a cave. Anyway,
I'm not gonna say.
I am Jesus.
Of Christ.
But when he once again, one of the biggest differences I feel like between the Whedon cut and the Snyder cut is just the vast difference, is that the Whedon cut is about hope and the Snyder cut is about Superman.
Yeah.
Is that when Superman does come back in the Whedon cut, when we see him join the team fighting against Steppenwolf, what does he come back in?
The normal fit, right?
The red and blues.
Yeah.
That hope.
Yeah.
In the Snyder cut, when he comes back to the group, what does he come in?
The black suit.
Why?
Okay, okay, see, I know too much about the comics though, so like I can tell this.
No, I know. Hold on. Because I'm gonna match you here.
Yeah.
I was a fan of the Death of Superman arc. Yeah. I realized how special that was. The cover, that silver and black. Ooh, baby.
Yeah. See,
there was no reason for him to do that.
Oh, there is.
Especially when he passes up the red suit right the fuck there, while both of his dads are talking about him being Hope. What does he do? The black suit. Please go.
All right, so like, okay, so I know too much about the comics.
No, please, no.
So like,
speak.
Okay,
speak
so like, we bring it in the comics though, because like the full black suit is actually just, it absorbs more sun. Mm-hmm. It's really that simple. Like and that's why he flies up to the sun. He absorbs more sun. That's where he gets his power. So like, the black suit is the equivalent of just kind of like, I'm serious now. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, we need to like, and that's like, and it's not really, they should explain that more. That's something they should be like he's looking at his suits and then like maybe like even just like some little like written like metal dialogue that says like absorbs more sunlight or some bullshit.
Well, literally, they have both of his fathers full dialoguing over the scene. They could have just had one and had Jor-El just go, well, now that you've resurrected my son, you must put on your black Kryptonian suit to absorb more sunlight to become powerful.
I agree.
Once again.
That would have been better.
You know?
I like something.
Like it just doesn't.
Only as a comic book fan would I catch, like literally everyone else is like, so is he evil now? But like literally only if you read the comic story, you're just like, why is he wearing that suit instead of the red one?
And this is why, and this is a thing that holy Zack Snyder does as a director of comic book material.
Yes,
he does. Wholly as a director of comic book material. This man wants you to know that he is a fan of comic books in the worst way.
Mm-hmm.
He does the same thing in Watchmen.
I was literally, that was like, when the minute you said that, I was like, yeah, Watchmen. Because like, first off, incredible movie. I think Watchmen is like one of the best superhero movies.
Do
ever.
not agree.
I'm so sorry.
Wholeheartedly disagree.
I love
Haven't
it.
seen it.
I love it. You don't see
Haven't read it either.
One,
Okay.
you
should.
it is
I
one
will
of the
be
most
reading it.
it's one of the most amazing reads ever.
Yeah.
And in the movie is one of the most amazing copy and paste jobs
Ever.
except in the parts where it's important that it's a copy and paste job.
Yes, because there's the details that they change around that
Mhm.
like, but like, and sorry to get into Watchmen real quick.
No,
but I'm
it's
glad.
fine.
Like, if you haven't seen the show,
we jumped all
Have you
over
seen
the
the
place.
show
Not
real
yet,
quick?
not yet. Haven't seen the show yet. I need to.
Okay,
I need
without
to.
spoiling
I need to see
anything,
that too.
the show,
I heard that's good.
like, you guys should watch it. Incredible.
Mhm.
And like, second off, the show takes like, it follows the comics
Thank God. I was about to ask you.
Well-
Please tell me it's a sequel to the comics and not
Like-
the movie.
without spoiling
Ooh.
anything in the show. And I think you'll only get this. You should watch the movie before you read the comics. Just as a side note, if you ever do.
Wait, what? Why?
Just because that's the spoiler. But in the show, it rains squids
Oh, okay.
like consistently.
Weird.
But like that was the plot in the book.
Yeah.
So,
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Squid.
Like they straight up have like alarms that go off,
We
and
should-
and like no,
There are things I want to say, but I can't because you need to read the comic book.
it's really good.
But there's a thing that Zack Snyder does in Watchmen in the
in
movie.
the beginning or end.
No, it's just a character thing. You know Ozymandias?
Yes.
How in the comics he's
yeah.
like has Egyptian gear because he believes in Egyptian gods and it's tied into his character.
Mhm.
But in the movie, he wears a rubber bat suit like in Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. Why? So Zack Snyder can make a joke about bat nipples.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's literally it. An in joke between him and comic book nerds that's just like, why, Zach? Why not try to put a little bit more effort? So when I see the thing about the black suit, and I understand where you're coming from, in the comics, yes, it did have a
It has a
good
purpose.
it has a
but
purpose.
You feel like Zack Snyder
But
just
here,
did it.
it's just jerking off to the fans. It's trying to jerk off the fans.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no purpose for it.
I agree.
You know, it's just little things like that you could literally get easily. And the thing is, you could have fulfilled that when they like the Whedon cut does that. The Whedon cut does that homage, and I'm pretty sure it was a Zack Snyder shot scene because again, jerking off to the fans. His funeral, they have the Death of Superman flags that look like the cover of the comic book there, and I was like, you know what, that's a nice touch. I really hate that they did the Death of Superman so early, but for what they did, that's a nice touch right there. I get it. Oh, that was great. Here it's just like. Because they didn't even show the funeral scene. They even dig up his body. From where? We don't even know he's not buried. Like if you didn't see the Whedon cut, you wouldn't even know they buried Clark instead of Superman. You know?
Do they not show the burial in Batman v Superman?
They didn't.
They do.
They show it in Justice League.
No, they show in Batman v Superman because at the very end you see
The
pebbles
rock, the
float.
pebbles float.
Yeah. So they he's buried. They just dug him up. Sorry, I got you there.
You did get me. You did get me. You did get me.
I understand.
It still
the overall,
pisses me off.
No, I understand.
But
the
you
overall
get
frustration.
me.
I got what you mean, though. I get what
Yeah.
you mean. Like there was, he definitely took like, and that's like maybe that's why I could enjoy it a little bit more than like you, for example, because like I know all the backstory. You know what I mean? Like all his fan jerk off moments. I relate to them because I'm like, oh, I know what this is. I've been waiting for this my entire life. Like, so like I totally understand what you mean. And like he could have still had those moments by just a few lines of dialogue here and there. He totally could have still had the same moments, or just like you said, just have his dad just be like, now you've died. Now look at the black suit.
You know,
This
some
suit
shit like
deserves more sun.
You know what I mean?
Now take it and fight dark. Like something dope. Like
something.
but they didn't do that.
Okay, let's
They
talk
didn't do
about let's continue because you stumped me and I don't like that. So now I gotta pull out the notes.
I was just gonna say, if this is Superman's Get Serious suit, is he just gonna wear that from now on?
Nope.
Or is he just gonna bust it out when Darkseid shows up? Or is it just going to be shown here and that's it?
It's
If assuming there are more films,
Yeah.
like and things like
There
that.
won't be.
I mean, there
that
won't.
bums me
but
out. I want more. Because like here, and I understand if
I
you
want
don't want more.
good movies.
I want to give him a shot. Like give me more, and by not Zack Snyder, I want to give the universe he's made a shot because he introduces a bunch of cool characters.
Nah, I want them to nuke that shit and start over from the beginning.
Let's
See,
just do. If we're gonna be comic books,
over here
hit us
be
with the
comic
Flashpoint
books,
then.
and just fucking not even Flashpoint. Just say we failed. We didn't do what we wanted to do, but we're going to keep trying. We're gonna start
They're
from the
trying.
beginning.
we
with
call
fucking
that the Ang Lee approach.
something movie.
I thought we called it the Robert Pattinson Batman. Isn't that them just doing that?
I thought it was just
What is that? Like, sorry,
This is more Batman.
That's just-
is
This
that
another
DC?
Batman
Is it in the
movie.
universe? Is it just?
It's in the DCEU.
the extended universe, a different universe of DC.
DC has
Batman.
changed from a cinematic universe to yeah. These are your boys
That's
right
the
here.
exact opposite of what they should do because that's confusing to the audience.
No, see, I don't agree with
Because my
that.
first
For people that don't know,
you go
we
like
got
if you
two different Batman.
Yeah, if you show up
who's
to
the actual
yeah
Batman?
you show up to a Batman like if you show up
Okay,
to
but
this
see,
Batman
that same
movie,
argument right there is what's kept DC from putting Batman on television for the longest time. It's what shortchanged Suicide Squad being on Arrow for the longest time because they felt that it would be confusing for audience to have. It's what kind of sidelined Flash for a bit too, because of them being like, well, we don't want to confuse them with.
I'm so glad they did that.
The little shot with them in the same thing. That's what I'm saying. So them sideline all these. Let me just get to my point. Is damn it, now I lost it. but no, that is what they've been saying for the longest time because they believe audience was that stupid, right?
Yeah.
But then when they open the doors to that, allowing Grant Gustin and Ezra Miller to meet each other in a way that a Flash, situation would happen. People went nuts for a little moment, for 13 seconds. That was amazing.
Okay.
Also allowing them to sort of bring in other aspects of your Titans,
Yeah.
Doom Patrol, Swamp Thing,
What was this on?
Crisis of Infinite Earths. It was an Arrowverse special.
Oh, I didn't. Did they bring in like everybody?
They brought in they didn't bring in everybody. It was just a little moment in between like some story arc.
Was it Flash? Was it Flash like Ezra Miller?
Ezra Miller Flash. It was Ezra Miller Flash. This motherfucker here talking to Grant Gustin, like, who are you? You're the Flash. He's like, the Flash, because he hasn't been named as the Flash in the Whedon movie. Yeah, he's like, the Flash. I'm gonna go Flash Iris. Anyway, he's like, that was a great moment because DC, other than before Marvel even, was all about multiverses.
Yeah.
That's their bread and butter.
Yeah.
That makes sense for them. That and Elseworlds type stories make sense for DC. So them opening up to the DCEU makes sense to me. It's DC and Warner Brothers actually starting to think like they're supposed to. That is one of those key differences that can separate them from Marvel, is that they could easily do that and we wouldn't even bat an eye. Because when they were doing the Justice League stuff, people were like, is Grant Gustin gonna be on Justice League?
Yeah.
That would be gas. In the words of Mr. Carl Ross.
Yes, sorry, it would be.
Is
I love Grant Gustin's Flash, by the way. I think he's pretty good.
What the freak is Stephen Amell gonna show up as Green Arrow in the daggone? That'd be crazy.
Honestly, and I agree. I don't see why, I guess because you just have, they just need to buff Flash a little bit more. Probably after this Flash movie, they would be open to it.
Mm-hmm.
But, I agree. They should just do, DC has so many fucking options and they always choose the worst one.
Yes.
Yeah,
And,
that's the problem.
Even
honestly.
with, I can admit it, I love this. I think this is one of the best DC movies, but there's so many other choices they could have made in that movie that could have just made it so much fucking better. And like you said, I think they're afraid to alienate their bases or something. It's like, dog, give us a little dialogue and keep it fucking moving. We're kind of cool with it.
So I really feel like they were afraid of that. But ever since they saw Joker do gangbusters, they're opening it up to that so much more.
Yeah.
Especially with having things like James Gunn's Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
They're starting to open up to that so much more now. Especially them making that announcement tells me that they're ready for some kind of change. I'm not saying it's going to be a good change, but I'm starting to see a bunch of good stuff, including that Suicide Squad trailer, from them now. So it's like, I'm looking forward to what is going to come from DC, but right now, with this Snyder Cut, I feel like I was scared it was going to be a step backwards, where we're going to give the universe back to Snyder. Now, on the topic of wanting something to come from this, one of the things I did like that I would love to see and I'm mad I'm not going to. That almost it really got me. There were two things that got me, and we're gonna talk about these endings right now because two things that got me. One, Lex out here giving up this man Bruce's name to Deathstroke.
Bro, yeah.
I was like, I'm trying to see a Ben Affleck. One, I've been wanting to see a Ben Affleck solo Batman movie because I feel like that would be great. I think Ben Affleck is both a good Batman and Bruce Wayne.
Oh, he killed, like, I never understood the hate for Ben Affleck, Batfleck. I never understood the, like, hate for it because, like, I do kind of get it. Like, it was really bad writing, but, like, his acting, like, I think Snyder Cut did him way, like, I was very fuck Batman, honestly, before the Snyder Cut. By the end, I was like, yeah, no, like, Batman had so much more cooler moments. Like, I fucking loved, like, his, like, they kept the scene where he's like, what's your superpower? I'm rich. Like,
yeah. No, because here's the thing.
Like, yeah.
Here's the thing that people kind of like forget with a lot of these portrayals, and that Ben Affleck kind of gets like really good, but also they get wrong with directing Ben Affleck, is that Bruce Wayne is supposed to be a billionaire, playboy, charming type of guy, and Ben Affleck gets that in every scene that he is as Bruce Wayne.
He knows it.
But I don't need that when he's Batman. Yeah. They need to hold that back because out of everything, and this is something I said in a Whedon cut long time ago, is that the only thing dark and scary in the hero side of the DC universe should be Batman. Mm-hmm. That's it. Everybody else should be their own type of shining light because Batman's the pragmatist, Batman's the realist, Batman is the mortal in a room full of gods. If you wanna say that, Batman is the type. I love this panel from I think it was like a Super Sons issue, either that or a Superman issue. That it's him, Batman. It's Batman, Damian, Superman, and Jonathan and Lois, right? And no, I think it's just a talk between Damian and Jonathan. No, Superman's son.
Oh, okay, bet.
Yeah. I think it's just a conversation between Damian and Jonathan. He's like, Jonathan's like, your dad has a countermeasure for every one of his friends. Like he knows all their weaknesses. Yeah, doesn't yours? He's like, no, he has all their names in their calendar. Like this is the difference between these two guys right here. You know what I mean? That's what it should be. And that's just like, that is how you truly represent these two. And I haven't gotten that fully.
I I agree heavily, like upon thinking more, I agree heavily with the solo What?
Martha.
Oh God.
Martha. No, I agree heavily with the solo. I agree heavily with the solo Batman movie because like Batman needs to be more of an alter ego. Mm-hmm. Like
no.
I agree. Like
Bruce Wayne.
More
of alter ego. Yes, sir.
You're right. I need like more like Bruce, like having to do Bruce Wayne things, smiling, charming, doing all like haha, and then like I need a hard switch, and like you can't do that. Like that's the thing, you can't really do that in Justice League because I know who he fucking is. Like
yeah, motherfuckers is giving out people's like secret identities like it ain't nothing in this movie too. By the way,
I did not like that.
No, not at all,
bro.
Also, can we talk about how
they said his name in front of a bunch of cops and a reporter?
Exactly, that was crazy,
Bruce.
But can we also
everyone else? So was it the billionaire?
I think Bruce Wayne is Batman.
He has a lot of resources.
If Batman showed up in like our society and Superman shows up to fight him, he was like Elon, I'd be like,
right?
I wonder which Elon Musk it is.
I think it's Elon Tusk. I think it's Elon Tusk. But no,
I'm just Elon with tusks.
But can we also talk about like how Wonder Woman just calls out Cal's government like that? How'd she know that? How'd she even know that? They didn't even have no conversation.
That's a good question. I don't think that happened to Batman v Superman, but how do you know this nigga is Kal-El?
They did go to his funeral.
But who would know he's Kal-El? His mother is going to call him Clark.
How do you think his mother knows he's Kal-El?
Like, the only way they would know is if they went to the ship, which they did after that.
You're right.
Which they did.
I don't know why. I don't know.
No, they went to the ship before.
She doesn't say Clark. She says Cal.
She says Cal. She says Cal. Come back to your senses, Cal. It's like, but you don't know him like that.
His name is Clark.
Yeah.
His name is Superman to you. You don't even know he's Clark Kent. You don't even know him. Who the fuck are you?
She doesn't know shit because she showed up at the end of the movie and she only ever met Batman until they fought Abomination.
You don't even know who this man is.
She went to his funeral and that was it, and they didn't call him Kal-El.
And I know Wonder Woman is intelligent. She's been alive for a long ass fucking time, but she wouldn't know that.
She would not.
And they don't give us an indication that she know that.
It's not like
that
he-
slipped past me though.
It's not
That-
like he
That slipped
introduced
past
himself
me.
like, hey,
I didn't think about it.
I was just
At
sitting
that
here
point-
like, because it's just been government calling out the whole
it's
time.
2.5
And another
hours
thing
in
about
at that
Flash, because just like when we talk about secret identities, he didn't have to stand in front of Iris that long and just give away his whole ass identity
yeah,
like
no, he
that.
definitely did.
That
I
was
thought he was gonna run away. I thought he was gonna save her and keep it moving, but like he saved her, made eye contact. I was like, all right, now I'm gonna, and then ran away with the superpowers.
And then the thing is, the pet owner lady is looking right in that direction. So like he's
for
standing
a
in the
split
middle of the
second,
road.
she would have seen him.
And then he's supposed to be in front of her. She maybe sees him in the road, and then he's cuddling with the fucking cats and dogs.
I guess
Like it all in a blink of a.
I know, but if you see
like that,
if you see like I get like if you see an
crazy.
explosion, you know what I mean? Yeah, she's looking at the truck.
That's
You know
what I said
that
too.
is-
So
that's what
I
Trae
get it.
said.
I get
That's
it.
what I said too.
That's what he said too. But like,
Because I would too. I'm not.
He's just standing
He
right
is,
there.
he is.
It
really
makes
was, and it's for a long enough time.
it is.
I mean, bystander effect. She's still in shock. I
Yeah.
can let it slides because I can understand it.
I'm
but
just
it's
saying
still a dumb decision.
that's a whole ass other reporter right there. Is like, I wonder who the Flash is.
That- yeah.
Who's this guy who can move really fast?
You
Oh
know
wait,
what I
there's a superhero who can move really fast. Maybe they're the same person.
Like the
From my
only
city,
person
too.
that makes sense for is like Wonder Woman keeps her secret identity better than anybody in the
No
whole
idea
Justice
how
League.
She
The
doesn't-
thing is, she just puts on different clothes. She looks exactly
Looks
the same.
exactly the damn same.
DC superheroes don't make sense
They
to
look
me
the same.
anymore
The
because
only-
Batman wears he wears
The cow.
a cowl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Superman puts on a cape and changes his hair loop.
and takes off glasses.
He takes off his glasses. Wonder Woman changes her outfit.
Puts on a tiara.
Wonder Woman changes her outfit. In Marvel, we put on costumes, nigga.
Yeah.
The only
Spider-Man
one,
wears a suit. He has
A
a
mask,
fucking
yeah.
mask on.
He's right.
the only one who in
It's
the Justice
important.
League, doesn't give a fuck about their secret identity is Aquaman.
Yeah.
And that's in the comic books too. That shit is hilarious to me
Aquaman
because
doesn't give a fuck.
he doesn't, and everybody makes fun of him, and he's just like, I was reading New 52,
I love
read Aquaman's introduction,
Mhm.
and
It's
yeah,
really good.
it's not, but it's not.
I like
bro.
the static. I only read
It's
this.
not.
I read the static issue, the Flash issue, and like one other. I didn't read like all of them.
Oh,
Is it,
it's bad.
Oh, what?
Continuity wise, they don't know what the fuck. Continuity wise, New 52 was like the DC movies for a while until they got kind of better.
Damn.
Yeah.
I need to reread those then.
Don't do that. If you love them, leave them in your mind.
Alright.
But there's a portion where he comes into like a shop, a little diner, and he just orders. He's like, "I'll have the fish and chips," and everybody in the diner just looks at him like, "Are you supposed to do that?" It's like, "Bitch, I want to eat." They're like, "But don't you talk to fish?" I really talk to the sea. The fish just kind of do what the sea say. I just want my fish and chips. Like,
That's funny.
it is. Now Aquaman at the start of the New 52 run was pretty good. That shit was funny. But no, okay. So no, I would love to see, because I really wanted to see a Batman solo, like being a detective,
Yeah.
facing off against Deathstroke movie. I think I didn't even see that outside of like some animated shit. You know what I mean? That would be
That'd
amazing.
be pretty cool.
Two, I think one of the biggest surprises for me that I think they actually got right was Martian Manhunter.
My nigga,
Bro, when so Twitter. So I saw Martian Manhunter
Oh,
trending.
dang.
I didn't click on it. Yeah, literally, I saw it trending, and I was like, I when I see something trending with any, like I saw Kurama trending 2 weeks ago, didn't click on it. I saw Martian
Good.
Manhunter trending, like I didn't click on it. I was like, all right, like maybe it's at the very end of so I was like, I expected like a post credit scene.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like just watching. I was like, all right, cool. And then like he changed. I was like, yeah, and they made him black. They used the black. Like that's. I'm sorry. I know
That's been standard since.
I know, but like
Bruce
wasn't
Timm.
sure if they would do it.
Has that been standard since Bruce Timm?
It's been standard since at least Justice League. He's always been like,
Right.
I think that's the whole point. Is he wants to. The whole point of it is like he wants to be like the most looked down upon type of human you could be. Like you know what I mean? He wants
to hide in plain sight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was
I find it weird how they used him in here. to kind of like just change that scene where Lois shows up?
Yeah, like that was
Because in the Whedon cut, Batman's like, no, he doesn't. Batman's like with Alfred's like, yo, set up that contingency plan we got, and then the contingency plan through cuts and editing looks like, oh, he got Lois Lane to show up at that one time to calm Superman the fuck down.
Yeah.
Here it's like fucking Lois gets spurred on by Martha Manhunter to show up, right? Also, everybody just showing up at Bruce's place. Bruce is just like, bruh, what? Like, what? Can y'all? Shit, I guess I'll be seeing you, green guy. Like,
right? No, right?
Like that.
I love Martian. I love that addition though.
But
I wish he'd been in the movie.
Yeah,
that would have been actually good.
Honestly, that would have been a good change.
I really,
as usual, leave your thoughts down below. Comment. We have comments so many places. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and of course, if you're listening to this on Facebook, you can comment there. If you're listening to these on iTunes, then do iTunes things. I don't know. Rate and review us if you really do if you love us like that. Rate and review us so that we can be like the first thing people see and not like the chit chat or from Wisconsin or the movie club from Walla Walla, Washington. Ugh. Those guys suck. Exactly.
I've seen them.
They're the worst.
Dog shit.
But speaking of finding people, Carl, where can people find you on the internet?
Oh shit, y'all. If y'all ever trying to find me, my @'s I stream on Twitch. I'm on Instagram and I'm on Twitter. On Instagram and Twitch, it's major_mangoes. Major spelled like the rank MAJOR _mangoes MANGOS, no E. And same thing for Twitch and Instagram and Twitter. It's just that except no underscore.
Okay.
Yeah, just check me out.
Shakis, got anywhere they can find you on the internet? You got anything you want to pimp right now?
No, but in preparation for things, you can follow me on Twitter @SpacetimeLegend.
Okay.
Follow my dude Spacetime Legend.
That's some foreshadowing. There are things possibly.
There are things that will be happening this year, unless I get fucked.
Okay, well that got graphic.
But I don't plan on being fucked. So
just keeps going. Yeah, I would never get past the censors. Anyway,
just fuck the censors.
Damn it, man.
Man, we're getting shadow banned.
Can we just? They are revolutionizing on this podcast. Can we chill? But that's it. That's it from us. If you did hang out this long, and I might have the same ending for every single one. So if you hang out for the first episode or the last of this series, we enjoyed your company. Hope you enjoyed ours. Let us know your thoughts. We're out. Peace.
In the Middle East.
It was gas.
They said the age of heroes would never come again.
It will. It has to.
We live in a society where honor is a distant memory. Isn't that right, Batman?